What is cybersecurity, and how does it protect you? Cybersecurity is the front line of defense against attacks on computers, servers, mobile devices, electronic systems, and networks. Attacks come through the internet. Cybercrimes are perpetrated by criminals who target individuals or networks for financial gain or to cause service disruption. Cyberterrorism is another type of attack. It's where technology is used to inflict real-world damage or cause critical disruption to infrastructure. If you go online using any electronic device, you are susceptible to cyber attacks and need some form of cybersecurity. How do cybercriminals and hackers launch cyber attacks? A common threat is malware or malicious software. Malware comes in various forms. A virus infects files with malicious code. A Trojan causes damage or collects data. Spyware records a user's activities, which means it can capture credit card details. Ransomware locks files and data. Cybercriminals threaten to erase them unless a ransom is paid. Adware spreads malicious code through tempting advertisements. Botnets are networks of computers infected with malware. They enable cybercriminals to perform tasks online without the user's permission. Other cyber attacks come in the form of phishing. This is an email or message that requests personal information, such as passwords or credit card numbers. SQL injection inserts malicious code into a database. SQL injection inserts malicious code into a database. This gives hackers access to sensitive information. Man-in-the-middle attack is where a cybercriminal intercepts communication between two users in order to steal data. Denial of service attack is where a network or server is overwhelmed with traffic, preventing the system from performing its regular functions. While those affected the most from cyber attacks are retailers and medical providers, public services, individuals are still at risk. And it only takes one person to accidentally download malware onto their company's network by not adhering to simple security practices.
From April 27, 2007, Estonia, the European country, faced a series of cyber attacks that lasted for weeks. This happened when the Estonian government decided to move the bronze soldier from Tallinn center to a less prominent military cemetery located on the city's outskirts. Unprecedented levels of internet traffic took down Estonian banks' online services, media outlets, broadcasters, and government bodies. Botnets sent massive waves of spam and vast amounts of automated online requests. According to researchers, the public faced DDoS attacks. There were conflicts to edit the English language version of the Bronze Soldier's Wikipedia page as well. Although there is no confirmation, Russia is believed to be behind these cyber attacks that largely crippled the Estonian society. In the year 1999, a cyber attack caused a 21-day shutdown of NASA computers. Unbelievable, isn't it? The hacker was none other than the then 15-year-old Jonathan James. He first penetrated US Department of Defense Division's computers and installed a backdoor on its servers. This allowed him to intercept more than 1,000 government emails, including the ones containing usernames and passwords. This helped James steal a piece of NASA software and crack the NASA computers that support the International Space Station, which cost the Space Exploration Agency's $41,000 as systems were shut down for 3 weeks. He was the first person to carry out a computer hack against the American Space Agency.
Yeah, what is your opinion on the ongoing topic or the budding sensation right now in the whole world? Cyber frauds or cyber crimes or the scams that are going online?
So yeah, we got the topic cybercrime, which is nowadays going a lot. The rapid speed of increasing cybercrimes in our daily life. We are getting fake calls, scams, bank account scamming, etc. So I would say the lack of education is one of the cause. People are not really educated. The people who live in village, they get scam calls, they get scammed every day. There are a lot of scam cases per year. Lots of scam cases. So the first cause is like illiterates. We need to educate ourselves. We need to educate ourselves in such a way that we need to understand what is scam. There are so many calls which are really legal, but the illegal activities what are done by hacking, we call hacking, cyber securities. So first is like hackers. The hackers should be banned, or they are used to be in a good way. They should be used in a good way. All these hackers are used in illegal way to get all the transactions, to get control of another device. So I would say education is must. And second is lack of maturity. Even if you are mature, even if you are at an age of 30 and 35, people still get scammed. So, transfer of money, huge money is being transferred from one phone to another. And you won't be notified about that. You'll be scammed, and after a long time, you'll regret. So, for that, you need to have, this, what we call device protections. There will be protective apps which protect your bank accounts, transactions. I don't know what it is called, something robust. Yeah, antiviruses, antiviruses, which protects your device. And you need to have maturity of this online, news. You need to have daily updates on the online news, which literally shows you what's going on. Recently, there was an, a big scam. So what it was called as you would get a unknown number call, and it would be like your number is being blocked in the next 2 hours. So if you want to know the further details, please press some so and so number. And if you are pressing your whole data, your bank account, your WhatsApp, your Snapchat, your Insta, all the chats are being transferred. That's a very big scam, which is going nowadays also. So yeah, lack of what we say.
Basic education about that.
Exactly. Education is needed, and you need to act, you need to be active when you're on calls and when you're getting this all fake calls or illegal, something is going on in your mobile, you need to notify your so and so. The thing, if it's related to bank, you need to, notify to bank. Or if it's mobile, just go to a shop and download the antiviruses and keep yourself, fine.
So basically, you are saying that we should also implement education, I mean basic education about technology in schools.
Exactly. This basic education in school is must. One person should know what network is. All the scams are just because of the network, the huge network, what we call 4G, 5G.
Yes.
A huge amount of transfer of information which is like due to this networks. And what we can say, yeah, education is must. A small one or a big one should know what the scams are. One or the other person should know what is the meaning of this hacks.
Yeah, so basically, as we got the topic about 5G,
Yeah.
do you think that 5G, 4G actually the increasing speed of network, actually the internet speeds? So, do you think that the speed of network increased means there is also a chance or the gateways are more open to the hackers?
So you mean like in future, if you are like increasing your data speed from 5G to 6G and 7G,
Yeah.
will it enable a hacker to hack more easily? So it's like, yeah, if you are just moving with the speed of 5G and 6G and 7G, which allows you to send more information at a particular time, which enables hacker to use his skills and to take out the information more easily. That's exactly true. You shouldn't be increasing the data speed. 6G and 7G is also having so many disadvantages.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for your valuable information.
More than 2 decades ago, in March 1999, the Melissa virus, a mass mailing macrovirus, was released. It targeted Microsoft Word and Outlook-based systems and created considerable network traffic. Melissa virus infected computers via emails. The email would look like an important message? Well, yes, it was fake. If the recipient opens the attachments in the mail and downloads the document and then opens it with Microsoft Word, a virus was released on their computers. This would then mass mail itself to the first 50 people in the victim's contact list and then disable multiple safeguard features on Microsoft Word and Microsoft Outlook. This began spreading like a wildfire across the internet. David L. Smith released the virus. The virus caused nearly 80 million worth of damages. It did not steal data or money, however, it caused a havoc. Almost 1 million email accounts were disrupted worldwide, agencies were overloaded, and some had to be shut down entirely, and internet traffic in some locations was slowed down. So with that, we come to the end of this video on the top 10 computer hacks of all time. Do you agree with our list? If you're aware of any other great interesting computer hacks in history, do let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being here and do watch out for more videos from us. Until then, keep learning and stay tuned to Simply Learn.
How an individual and organization recover after being attacked by police station and they have to inform the police, and then they have to go to the bank and they have to file the complaint, and they also have to freeze their accounts, they have to change their passwords, then later they have to try to recover their money or the things which they have lost. And the government should run some campaigns which will be giving some information regarding the cyber crimes and how to stop cyber crimes. And they also have to implement some cyber cells, and they also should give employment to some white hackers which
Aware them about
which gives awareness.
social media.
And much more thing is in past 2 years, the most of the people are getting bullied by the cyber thieves. So to stop them, we have to.
Let's now move on to the next attack. In late November 2014, there was a leak of confidential data from the film studio of Sony Pictures. Information about Sony Pictures employees, their emails, copies of the then unreleased Sony films, future propositions, and other crucial data were leaked. This cyber attack was carried out by a hacker group named Guardians of Peace. So what did the hackers want? Well, they demanded that Sony withdraw its then upcoming movie, The Interview. This movie was a comedy storyline to assassinate the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Sony then decided to cancel the film's theatrical release due to the threats at cinemas screening the movie. It is indeed hard to trace the roots of a cyber attack. In this case, after evaluation, the US intelligence officials arrived at the theory that the attack was in a way related to the government of North Korea. However, North Korea had denied the same.
How can you protect yourself and your employer from cyber threats? Updating the operating systems and software on your devices. This gives you security patches to fight off the latest cyber threats and bugs. To protect yourself, check out Kaspersky's products. Links in descriptions. Create strong passwords. These should be 16 characters long and include upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Delete emails with attachments or links from unknown senders or websites. This is a common way for malware to infect your device. Never use unsecured public Wi-Fi. Use a VPN instead, such as Kaspersky Secure Connection. Follow all internet security procedures as set down by your employer's IT department. If you have any concerns, contact them immediately. Kaspersky's cybersecurity training shows employees how security threats affect them and how to apply best practice advice to real-world situations. Protect your devices and your peace of mind.